Cognitive biases are systematic patterns of deviation from rationality or objective judgment that occur due to the way humans process information. These biases often result from shortcuts, known as heuristics, that the brain uses to simplify decision-making. While heuristics can be helpful, they can also lead to errors in reasoning, judgment, and memory. Here's an overview of some common cognitive biases. Confirmation bias, the tendency to search for, interpret, and remember information in a way that confirms pre-existing beliefs or expectations. Anchoring bias, relying too heavily on the first piece of information. Encountered the anchor when making decisions. Availability heuristic, overestimating the importance of information that is most easily recalled, often because it is recent or emotionally striking. Hindsight bias, believing, after an event has occurred, that it was predictable or inevitable all along. Dunning-Kruger effect, when people with low ability or knowledge in a particular domain overestimate their competence, while experts may underestimate their skills. Fundamental attribution error, the tendency to overemphasize personality traits and underestimate situational factors when explaining others' behavior. Self-serving bias, attributing successes to personal factors, for example, ability, and failures to external factors, for example, luck or circumstances. Sunk cost fallacy, continuing an endeavor because of previously invested time, effort, or money, even when it no longer makes sense to do so. Negativity bias, giving more weight to negative experiences or information than positive ones. Halo effect, allowing a general impression of a person, company, or entity to influence judgments about their specific traits. For example, assuming someone who is attractive is also competent. Bandwagon effect, the tendency to adopt beliefs, behaviors, or trends because others are doing so. Loss aversion, people's preference to avoid losses rather than acquiring equivalent gains. Losses feel psychologically more significant than gains. Status quo bias, the preference for the current state of affairs and resistance to change. Recency effect, giving greater importance to the most recent information when making decisions or forming judgments. Optimism bias, the belief that one is less likely to experience negative events compared to others. In-group bias, favoring members of one's own group over outsiders. Understanding these biases is the first step toward minimizing their impact and improving decision-making.